So you want to complete the Fisherman Challenge. Well, let me show you one way of getting it done. Hello friends, welcome to the channel. Green Hell Fanatic here, and in this episode we're going to be looking at completing the Fisherman Challenge. So let me direct your attention to the top left there. There's the items that we need to collect. Most of them are fish and some other things. We're over here on the area of the map that many people have called Anaconda Island or Anaconda Lake. And most of these items, except for one, can be found in this area of the map. The only one that I've yet to find over here is the Peacock Bass. For that reason, we'll be exiting this area of the map towards the end of the challenge. This is not a marathon version, so this is not. I won't be trying to complete this challenge in the quickest time possible, but it is possible that you could take some of these ideas and incorporate them in your own technique and do that. So first up, we need to find us some stone in order to make some stone blade. Alright, so with the stone we found, we want to craft up a stone blade. And with that blade, we want to cut down some bamboo, and then we'll create bamboo spears out of it. Alright, now that our spears are created, we can go down the stream a little ways, and we're going to find some crab walking around on the right hand side. We want to go ahead and harvest one of those. There are also some capybara right here, and I'd like to kill one of them. Alright, we'll go ahead and harvest one of the capybaras, and then we're going to head back down into the stream to go get the stingray. So the stingray can be found a little bit further down. We got to be careful not to step on him. There should be one swimming around. Right there he is. We want to try to... Okay, so that takes the crab and the stingray off our list, so we'll go ahead and harvest the stingray. And at this point, we can make our way back out of the little stream we came down on. Alright, so we're now approaching the area we first spawned in. And although it's not required, I do like to kill the black caiman, which is going to be up here on the left hand side. And now direct our attention over to the black caiman. We'll have to be careful because he can sneak up on us and lunge out at us. Alright, now that we've got the black caiman taken care of, we can swim across to the camp area, or we could actually walk around there. We'll find 2 bones near the campfire. Go ahead and collect them. There'll be another one up here with the dead animal. I am going to collect the maggots. We'll need that to fish with. We'll get the extra bone to grab these sticks to make our hand drill with. And more importantly, we want to get a hold of these rotten meat. Did he eat that? What an idiot. Alright, we want to harvest the rotten meat so that we can get the maggots out of that, and that'll give us 3 sets of maggots that we can use for fishing. We don't need the bones, so we'll go ahead and drop them off. And at this point, I want to be concerned about my water. I need to start collecting some rainwater, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to harvest 2 coconuts to get one here. I'm actually going to hold on to make a coconut bidden out of. So I'll drink it, and then we'll just take it, and we'll set out our coconut bowl. Go get the piranha. We can run down to the end of the island here and go across this little bridge. And if we stay along the right hand, the bank of this little shoreline here, it'll eventually come to a place where the piranha will be swimming around. It's kind of near a little waterfall. Alright, so we're approaching the area where the piranha are swimming around. I'll wait for that to float up. We'll go ahead and harvest him. Now we've got the bones necessary to make fish hook with. Alright, so at this point, I need to start working on my fire. In order to make a fire, we're going to need some tinder or some dry leaves. So what I'm going to do is get the hatchet and trade it out for my stone blade. There's a possibility there's going to be bananas over here. And of course, we don't have room for them because we're loaded down with meat. So I'm going to go ahead and put some meat on my campfire and hope that the little caiman lizard doesn't come and steal it. We'll get the dry tinder off of the banana leaf, and then we'll get the we'll use the rest of the banana leaves to make our bone armor with. Next up, we need a hand drill. If you're going to make fire, you probably want to do it pretty early because he will run low on energy, and then of course If he gets too low, he won't be able to make our ember. He'd have to sleep. All right, now that we've got that, we can make our fire. We got our meat cooking up. We've got banana leaves, and now we can go and turn our attention to the fishing rod. So let's grab the fishing rod, and now let's get all the rope we can get in order to make bone armor. Okay, so while our meat cooks up, we'll start on our bone armor. Now let's let that continue to cook. We'll go ahead and start on our bone armor. Alright, now that the bone armor is completed, we can go ahead and put it on. Begin with our arms. Alright, now I'll go ahead and cook up some more of my meat. We don't necessarily need all this meat. It is good to kind of have it in case we get bogged down on our journey, but we can let a significant portion of it rot so that we can get maggots out of it. And that's a good thing to keep in mind if you have trouble fishing and you can't seem to catch the fish on the first couple of tries. At this point, he looks like he's kind of low on a little bit of nutrients, and I still got a lot to do, so I'm going to go ahead and drink up some of this water. Eat a banana and a couple of these. Actually, I can go ahead and eat these mushrooms. I'll eat some meat to give him a little bit of energy, and we don't want this to burn on us, so I want to kind of stay in the area until all my food is cooked. So for that reason, I'm going to go ahead and craft up the coconut bidon so we can carry that around if we need to carry water with us. Alright, so a good portion of my meat is cooked. I'm going to let some of this over here rot in case I do need it. However, I'm going to go put this one last piece of meat on the grill there, and now we need to head over to where the angelfish are. So we can cross the bridge here, and they're going to be located right near our the first rock that we can kind of walk out on. So we ought to be able to see them swimming down below there. But before we do that, we're going to have to create ourselves a hook. We can do that by taking some of the fish bone and craft that up. We can also get the arowana right here, the arowana fish, if we want to. They will be in this area as well. With the fishing rod selected, we can now put the hook on our fishing rod, and we can put some of our maggots on there as bait. Now of all the fish to catch, and it's been in my experience, the angelfish are the hardest. You might have to sit here for a little while and be patient and wait for them to bite. Alright, after waiting some of the time, the angelfish weren't biting. So what I'm going to do is go over to the next rock, which is where we can find the discus fish. And normally they'll bite on your first cast. So we'll just go ahead and get them first, and then go take care of some other tasks we still need to do. I also have some meat still on the fire that I don't want to burn. So these ought to hit pretty quickly, and they got away. So that's why you carry around extra meat to rot, because we're going to need some maggots later on, probably to catch the prawn. Right now we're good, but we don't have any extra maggots. We got enough maggots to catch the discus fish and hopefully the angelfish. So we'll try one more time. Okay, there we go. So we got the discus fish. Now let's head back across the lake. Actually, before we do, I'm going to go ahead and grab the arowana right over here, because they hang out over here with the angelfish as well. So we'll go ahead. We can kill them with the spear. We'll wait for one to get close enough. Alright, so we got him taken off the list. Let's check over here our prawn trap. If we get lucky, we might find one, but we're most likely going to have to set that trap. There's our mystery snail. You can find that over here on the rock. If they're not there, you just look at all the other rocks around the riverbank and you can normally find one. Okay, so let's make us another hook, and let's go try and get the angelfish again. Alright, finally we got our angelfish. Okay, so let's head back over. And one last thing we've got to get is, if there's no prawn in the trap, then we're going to have to load it with a maggot as well, which means we're going to have to hang out on this area of the map a little bit longer than usual. Actually, it used to be in the past this prawn trap was loaded with prawn. Oh, and we got lucky, so we got our prawn. Alright, so the strategy going forward is to avoid any of the natives if possible. That way we don't have to get into a confrontation, but if we do, we'll have to duke it out. We've got tobacco on us, and we've got some mulinaria, so it's probably a good idea for me to go ahead and craft us up some bandages. What we want to do now is head back to the area where we spawned in, which is just right over here. Follow that stream to the end so that we can exit this area of the map. There's a good chance that we're going to run into all kinds of natives at this point, and my basic strategy is to avoid them, so I'm just going to run from them unless I have to fight them. Alright, so it looks like we have some natives up here right where I want to leave. So I'm actually going to run right past them, try to avoid them. But I might... I don't think they'll follow us. So we have two areas that I know of where we can get the peacock bass. One is all the way on the other end of the map where the boat docks are. But another area is kind of near where one of the plantations is, and that's where we're going to go. I don't know which one's really closer, but it's at this point we got to be very careful. It's going to be natives all over the place, and rattlesnakes and all kinds of things, and I'm just going to try to avoid as much as possible and get to my destination as clean as possible. So we're in the area where, kind of near where the crashed plane is, and that's sort of where I'm going to go. I'm going to head in that direction. Alright, so we made it to where the wrecked plane is. And what we want to do at this point is kind of navigate around the left side of this cliff here. We can go all the way down this sort of washed out area and take a left. I'm going to try to avoid them, stay over to the left. This will take me up on this ridge. I think they see me. Oh, I might not be able to avoid him. Well, since he's a spearman, we'll just go ahead and kill him. In fact, I'd like to have his spear over mine. But once we get to the top up here, there's going to be an opening through the mountain, and that is where we want to enter in. Should be, so we want to pass through here. Once we've made it to the other side, we want to go all the way down to the basin as far as you can go. If we were to keep going to the left, we would be going to where the abandoned camp is. What we want to do is keep going straight, and there'll be an opening between these two mountains. And we can kind of see through the daylight here. And then we're going to come to this little area where we go under these arches. This will take us over to where the mudslide is. And once we get to the top, we can take a left to head back down on this other side of this mountain. Let's see. We want to come right here. Now we want to come down. If we come straight down, sort of to the left, we'll be over where a little oasis or a pond is. But if we can make it around him okay, it's very easy to catch the peacock bass. They're one that we can get with a spear. And you can kind of see how it's opening up to the left. And we're done. Of course, it's never that easy. And then he's going to run. Right. So there's the peacock bass. If I could just get one. There we go. So we finished the challenge. It's not the best time. The angelfish will really mess you up. They're hard to catch. However, you just hang around, let some meat rot, and just keep trying with the maggots. You'll eventually get them. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you have any ideas of where these other items are located and how to make it, do it in a little bit quicker time, please feel free to comment in the section down below. Share us your thoughts and your ideas. Thanks for watching.